welcome back everyone. We're back again. We're doing something a bit different today. I don't think I've ever done one of these before. It's kind of like reviews, reactions, but I was recently up my, not going to be my local kind of gaming store, but I was actually up in Dublin last Sunday, and I was just going about and I decided to go into the local gaming shop and have a look at it around, and I ended up finding this, if you guys can see it. Hands covering the title. The Witcher RPG, or a tabletop RPG. I decided to pick it up. It looked pretty interesting. Oh, I realized I left the price tag on the back of this. I ended up getting it, and I just wanted to have a look at it, see what it was like, just because I've been playing D&D and stuff lately, and I love the world of Witcher, or whatever the correct world name is. I don't really know it all that well, but I liked Witcher 3 and the other subsequent games, or the previous games, and obviously the developers CD Projekt Red. But this book was made by Taisorlan Games. Not sure if that's an English company or Polish, like CD Projekt. I don't know. What? They're from America, Washington, Kenmore, Washington. But yeah, picked this up. Initial reactions, the writing's really good, like fonts and stuff. Pictures are excellent. The cover's really good. Size of the book's pretty decent. There's about 336 pages. One's just a blank, so 335 really. But what to say about this book? It's very floating numbers heavy. If any of you actually enjoyed Pathfinder, I'd say you really enjoyed this. I've only gave it a quick skim so far, but what I can see through it is that it's very numbers heavy. You have to keep a track of all your attack rolls. Attack rolls, basically all your weapons do quite a high damage percentage, like in 5e and stuff. If you have, like, say, a longsword, it's going to do 1d8 damage plus your strength modifier or dex or whatever bonuses you have to it. With the longsword in this, you do 2d6, but then the weird thing is you have to roll on a chart depending on where you're trying to hit a creature. So you can say, I'm going to aim for the arm, the leg. I don't believe you can hit the body, or you can, and that might be special or something. There's different categories for monsters and humans, and then you have a certain damage calculator applied to your total roll damage. It's an interesting theory, but it's a lot to keep in mind when you're trying to keep going, because you have to roll you roll between two figures, and then you reduce your attack roll by a certain amount. I believe if you hit someone in the head, you have -5 to your attack, but you do 2 or 3 times the demand damage. So it's kind of interesting, but some weapons can do crazy amounts of damage, like a hand axe or battle axe can do like 5d6, which is like pretty much a fireball in 5e. The classes are really weird the way it's laid out. You start off with your classes. See if I can find the blank character sheet that's usually at the end. Stuff are really interesting, but there's so much stuff in it. It's hard to keep track of it. Like in most RPGs, you have your standard kind of like strength, dex, con, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. With this one, you have intelligence, reflex, dexterity, body, speed, empathy, crafting, will, luck, stun, run, leap, HP, stamina, encumbrance, wreck, punch, and kick. And you see here, like, this is all your kind of like your base stuff. There's so many numbers, and the only thing I don't really like about this are like intelligence skills: awareness, business, deduction, education, Nordling, elder speech, dwarven, monster lore, social etiquette, streetwise, tactics, teaching, wilderness survival. They're all quite good, but one thing that annoys me is empathy skills. So you think charisma would be kind of I know how you can be like your charismatic personality, but you think charisma could fall over some of these, but empathy, deceit, fine arts, gambling, grooming, and styling, I don't see how that's empathy. Human perception, leadership, persuasion, performance, and seduction. So it's a kind of a weird one. And all these different ones. All these different weapons. Everything's quite cool, but there's a lot in it. keep a track of. So trying to see if I can find a weapon. The pictures are quite good. This is actually quite a gruesome one. It actually kind of looks like Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead, but man's getting his arm cut off by a doctor. That might be a bit too much for a younger audience. Jesus. I just opened this page. Deadly critical table. You can die from septic shock. Like it might remind you a bit of AD&D or second edition. Just how difficult it is. It's more it's definitely more lethal, I would say. You have lower HP and stuff, but your stuff can be quite good. I also have I should have mentioned this before, but I also have a PDF, so I'm going to be showing some of the pages where I'm going through and looking, so you can see what I'm actually looking at. But you have all these different classes. I believe there's 9 in total. Where is it? Or your profession, it's called. You can be a bard, a craftsman, criminal, doctor, mage, man-at-arms, which I assume is like a warrior of sorts, merchant, priest, and a witcher. The witcher one's a bit weird because you have you have bonuses to your stuff, but like you have your empathy is reduced to a maximum of 6. So basically anything that involves charisma or anything, you're gonna be dog shit at. So it kind of makes you forces you to play a certain play style, but that's kind of one thing where it's like you're kind of forcing the play style on the player rather than allowing the player to figure out who the character is. But that's one thing. And one thing I don't really like about this is that there's so many abbreviations, but they only kind of show them towards the end of the abbreviations. Like they've been going through, like I'm 46 pages in and they're only starting to explain the statistics now, which is a bit weird. You should be looking at your statistics at the beginning, in my opinion, so you kind of get an understanding of it. If you're going to try to do an RPG, I think you should probably try to maybe, in my opinion, try to maybe not steal, but look at how arguably one of the biggest ones do, like 5e and stuff, how they have theirs laid out, like statistics, race, class or profession in this case, and then all your abilities afterwards. But it's doing region, nation, or region, race, your kind of background, and your character, and then your stats. So I suppose you could do it that way as well, but it's very difficult, especially when everything's abbreviated and you only find out the abbreviations now. Like, you might not realize that SPD is speed. You probably do, but quite weird. Jeez, you have romantic tragedy in this as well, and problematic love, allies and enemies, fortune or misfortune, the amount of your siblings, the death of your sibling. Like, there's a lot of stuff in your family fate, parental fate, your life path. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff in it. I've only like skimmed through it, like I've maybe read for half an hour, but like there's 300 something pages and trying to figure out how everything goes. It's not laid out really great. I think there's a lot of potential in here, but it's just trying to figure it out, because I have a lot of problems. Like I just skimmed through it, I'm really confused. So it's a weird one. Good but weird. Like, and they also, one thing I do like is that they give you the characters like Geralt, Yennefer, Dandelion, Zoltan, and all the kind of main players from the series, and they have their whole kind of character breakdown, which is quite surprising because Geralt seems a lot dumber than he appears to be. He has an intelligence of 6, empathy of 3, speed of 9. Like, there's a lot of, his running is 27. I think because your running is 3 times your speed or something, which is weird. I think it's a maximum of 10. No, because his reflexes are 14. It's weird. It's very weird. The pictures are really pretty though. I will give them that. Whoever did the design and pictures did a good job, but I don't know. I actually found, I'm going to put a link in the description below. I found a site called, I believe it's Scribd or Scribd, something like that, and you could sign up for one of their they have like basically a free trial. You just have to sign up, and you can give like your PayPal details, and you can sign up for 1 month for free, and you can go through, download a lot of PDFs. And one of the PDFs on this is Witcher. I think 1 month is like $8.99. I just decided to check it out myself. This be handy if you guys don't want to go out and spend a whole. This is €40. I believe on Amazon it's like £40. So if you were to go to a shop, you're kind of saving yourself money. It's £40 plus delivery. It's probably going to be around €80, or your equivalency. But yeah, so I'll put a link in the description below for that. It might be cool for you guys to check it out. Obviously, if you don't want to fork out the total amount, and you can cancel as well before your 1 month is up, so it'd be pretty much free for getting it. But yeah, if you guys want to pick it up, take a look. It is very numbers heavy, so if you like Pathfinder, I think you would really enjoy it. But if you are like me, I quite like 5e. It's a lot more simpler, a lot more streamlined. It doesn't seem as heavy as Pathfinder 2. That is just, God Almighty, that's a train wreck, in my opinion, anyways. But this is quite good. It has a lot of potential, but there's a lot of extras to it, which is quite annoying, like your wounds threshold, fumble tables. I suppose this is a lot of stuff more for the DM, but like here's the example I was talking about before. If you were to roll for damage, you have to roll on attack. So if you're going to say I'm going to roll, I'm going to attack the enemy, and basically you either sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically you roll 1d6 and or 1d10, and on a 1, 2 or 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, or 9 or 10, that depends on where you're going to attack, and then you have to roll to hit that area, like with a d20, and then reduce it by the penalty. So like for example, if you want to hit the head, it's a -6, but the damage output is ×3 if you make a connection, which is quite good. It's kind of annoying though, because before you do any attacks, you already have to roll to determine where you're going to hit. And even if you decide, oh, I'm just going to randomly hit, you still have to roll, because you can't just make a call. Like you can call, I'm going to aim for the head, and it's like -6, bang. But if you like want to randomly do it, it's quite annoying. And depending on if they and then there's a cover table. So like if you hide behind a stone wall, it's SP 30. I don't know what SP stands for. You can use human shield, stage penetration. Is that what SP is? I don't know. I've looked through this, but I'm still not 100% sure. There's an effect to your abilities if you're out in sunlight. If it's bright light, -3 to awareness and -3 to attack and defense if facing the sun. Daylight, no penalties, -2 to awareness in dim light, and -4 to awareness and -2 to attack and defense in darkness. Okay, and for if you roll a critical hit, if you roll over certain their AC, so basically if you roll over 15 or their AC by 15, you do an additional 10 damage. So that's kind of cool. It's a little bit annoying. Just reading through it, like there's so many things you have to keep on top of. Like if you're going to make a character, you have to have your character sheet, and then you have to have the attacking kind of statistics. It's one thing I kind of wish that they kind of made a standardized. I think there's a lot of potential, obviously, in the Witcher series. Personally, I would like if they gave off to, I was going to say a Paizo, but they'd probably just make a Pathfinder, which would turn into basically this kind of thing. But if they gave it off to Wizards of the Coast, like as much as they have monopoly on the RPG kind of realm, they know how to make a good RPG. Like 5e is pretty excellent in my opinion. This is good, but I don't know, maybe it's like a heavy version. I'd like to see a lighter version, like maybe 5e, how it's like it plays really simply, anyone can pick it up and enjoy it. But this one, like you'd almost have to have a degree in this to kind of fully play it to its maximum. It's a bit out there. I think it could be really good. If I was to rate it out of 10, I'd give it maybe a 6. Like I'd put maybe a 5, around average. It's not bad, it's not good either, or like amazing. But yeah, my next, I actually picked up this, and I picked up Dragon Age. I'll do a review of that one probably tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description below where you can buy the book and where you can find the PDF if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.